Come closer, let's have a quiet talk beneath the sound of your thoughts. You keep replaying it, that moment, that choice, that tiny hinge on which everything turned. You think if you stare long enough, it will open again, and this time you'll walk through differently. But the past doesn't open, it only echoes. It's a shell on the shore. You can still hear the sea inside it, but the tide has already gone. You keep trying to read your pain, like a map that leads to redemption, but the past is not a compass. It's a landmark, a cairn of bones and lessons. It says, you were here once. It does not tell you where to go next. And if you keep using what was to decide what will be, you'll keep circling the same hill, the same story, the same heartbreak, wearing a new face. The earth doesn't linger there. When winter comes, the heron still lifts its heavy wings and leaves. The trees let their dead fall quietly to the ground, turning grief into milk. The river doesn't clutch the ice as it melts, it keeps moving, always forward. So why should you be the only creature that refuses to trust the thaw? Yes, look back, but only long enough to pull out the thorn, hold it up to the light, see what it taught you, and then bury it deep in the soil of forgiveness. Let it feed something new, because if you don't, your tomorrows will smell of smoke. You'll sit beside the same cold fire and wonder why you're still shivering. Listen to me, you are not who you were when it broke. That version of you ended the moment it happened. You are what survived it. You are the one who walked out, blinking into the light, carrying both scar and seed. So step forward as that one, the healed, not the haunted. Speak what the old self was too afraid to say. Do what they didn't believe they could. Choose as the one who lived. Because the past is not your master, it's your witness, and it is watching, hoping you'll finally show it that it didn't destroy you, it refined you. And when the ghost still whispers, when something in you trembles at the thought of change, there is a quiet guardian in the garden of remedies who knows the language of letting go. Walnut is the flower for thresholds, for those standing at the doorway between what has been and what might be. It shields the heart from the old world's pull and says gently, you can move on now. Walnut teaches the soul to bend like a young tree in the wind, not to break with every change. It helps you untie the invisible cords to yesterday's pain so you can grow towards your own season. Take it when you feel yourself turning back, when the past tugs at your sleeve. Let it guide you through the shedding, not to forget but to be free. Because you cannot live where you once broke, but you can bloom there. You can root in that same soil and make something holy of it. Not everything you lost is gone. Some of it became light. Some of it became you.